This was the Ren suicide music video that we reacted to and Ben Ballard is who commented, I lost a friend to suicide years ago. His name was Les, although we called him Muppet because he was so animated and funny, and he had us all in stitches no matter what the situation, no matter what was going on in our lives. One of our crew got sent down for murder, and it broke him. It broke me too. Muppet was so distraught he couldn't do anything to save our friend from going to prison for weeks afterward, and that changed him. And then one day, he just simply vanished, and no one could find him. We reported it to the cops 24 hours after, and he couldn't be found, and they started to look for him. 72 hours after he'd been officially logged as missing, I went for a walk with Muppet's dog, Berkeley, as no one was looking for him. I didn't know what it was or why the reason, but I took him down some abandoned railroad tracks so he could be let off his leash and run. Suddenly he took off, damn near wrenching my arm out of its socket, and all I could do was hold on to the lead and run after him. He ran straight to a tall tree and stopped at the bottom, whining and whimpering. He sat down and wouldn't move, staring at and barking at the tree. I looked at it, and there was nothing there. Until I looked around the backside of the tree, and that's when I saw him. A pair of Timberland boots. They were Muppets, and they were 8 feet off the deck. He'd hung himself from one of the branches wearing his favorite boots and one of our friend's hoodies that he'd borrowed so he could be near him all the time when he was in prison. I had to cut him down and call the police. Not what I should have done, but I couldn't just leave him there like that. I don't know how long I sat there with him. It felt like an eternity until the cops turned up. It still feels like an eternity now. August this year will be 30 years since it happened.
Wow.
I'm 48 now, and it's still as raw as it happened yesterday. I miss that damn Muppet and his infectious smile. I wish he could still be here to meet my 2 young lads. He'd have been an epic uncle to them. Every time I hear this track by Ren, I get to bawling my eyes out. I'm having trouble seeing as I type this. I know exactly what Ren has been through with Joe and is still going through to this very day. Be strong, brothers. Call, shout, talk, holler, scream, say something to someone. There is life beyond the point that you're at now, no matter how bad you think it is at this moment. It's thousands of times better on down the road, but you've got to take that first step. And he quotes chapter 64 of the Tao Te Ching. A journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. That's beautiful, Ben.
That was, wow, what a gift that was a comment?
That was a comment. I was sitting in my kitchen bawling.
Wow. Thank you for that. Vulnerability and that just like glimpse into your trauma. Yeah, that hit me. Yeah, I mean, what he said about like just keep going is kind of the feel that he had at the end there. Like I've experienced in the last couple of years just absolute brutal emotional pain. I wanted to die, and I thought about taking my life several times. And but now on this side of it, like I'm not, my circumstances haven't really improved, but I've become more resilient. And I haven't even had those thoughts recently, but he's absolutely right. It's like just give yourself like one more day. If you can just find the strength and the courage to go just one more day, one more hour, one more day, and you will, it will become easier and it will be okay. And there's always like some silver lining. There's some lessons, but I mean, that was a really amazing comment.
The storytelling.
Yeah.
But the heart. God, the heart that you could feel in that comment. Yeah.
And the fact that he sat and like just gave us that on our YouTube channel.
He gave us that gift of that story of he turned his pain into a message of hope.
Yeah, what a beautiful. God, that's the best comment I've ever heard in my life.
It really hit me when he was saying like he would have been such an epic uncle, because Oakley, my bonus son, called Andy Uncle Andy. He was Uncle Andy.
Yeah.
And he would have loved Priya.
Yeah.
I mentioned when we recorded the Ren suicide video. Sorry, for those who didn't watch it, I guess go watch it.
Yeah,
but I share a personal story of how suicide has affected me. And I reached out to my friend who had dated Andy, and I just wanted someone else to know in our little circle that like he's still making a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo!
You need a tissue break.
Oh yeah, let me grab it. I'll grab it. Okay.
I can reach it.
Oh, thank you. I don't need tissue. I use my sleeves.
I use my sleeves. I don't need it.
Okay.
Oh man.
This segment is brought to you by Puffs Plush Lotion.
Yeah, Puffs. If you wanna, sponsor us. I mean, I'm a therapist. I got you like wholesale. I'm wholesale buying Puffs. So
Yeah. Okay.